What's up everybody and welcome back to another episode of upcoming mods for Fallout 4. It's good to be back. Basically I pre-recorded like the past 4 days of videos, so now I am actually back here recording a video and uploading it in the same day. Plus all those videos got demonetized at some point, so that's always lovely to look forward to each morning. But regardless, if you guys don't know, this is a series called Upcoming Mods. In this series I'm basically going to show you mods that are currently a work in progress by different mod authors in the community. Everything I show you will be linked down below in the description, so if you're looking for these sources or maybe you want to see the YouTuber's channel or just subscribe, you can all do that by clicking those links. So kicking things off, we actually have the Rusty Sten animations. This is currently a work in progress by War Daddy, and I actually don't know who's working on the gun. These animations, as you'll be able to tell from the video, are still a work in progress, but they look pretty good. The real thing I want to focus on here though is that gun. We only have a few different options as far as Sten style guns go. We do have the defense gun mod, which is pretty good. It's pretty high quality, but at this point it hasn't been updated in quite a while, and honestly just a newer, better version that is a proper Sten or Type 100 or whatever you want it to be would be pretty cool to see, and it seems like that may be what this mod is trying to bring to the table. Or honestly, for all I know, this might be part of the defense gun mod and this could be an update coming to that. Either way, I'm excited for it. It looks really cool. I like these types of guns. They're very different, very iconic. Of course, you've experienced this in like Call of Duty World at War, but either way, now in Fallout 4, looking really good, and I'm excited to see more updates to this. So we do have another update to the Cross Courser Strigaday, or however you pronounce that. Here's some more images of the armor itself, as well as some of the customizability options that will be coming with it. Start things off, you can see it on a female character, as well as you can kind of see that like V, it almost looks like a jumper or something like that. And basically it seems like that's going to be one of the options with this armor type, as well as the open jacket, all around looking really cool. But of course the helmet or visor part of this I feel like is really iconic. And we also got a video of that, which looks really badass. So this is actually going to be something that is going to go on in game as you do have this visor working. He also mentions how there's going to be a few other features coming with this, like certain special abilities that do work with this. First and foremost, you're going to have 2 hacking guesses when you have this visor on, so like when you're hacking a terminal. Then there's going to be a human highlight HUD, so basically as you aim down sights you will have humans highlighted, but it's actually going to drain your AP. It's going to ignore a lot of the synths or institute employees as well as ghouls. Then you do have the lock-on routine. Basically each subsequent shot on the same body part in VATS is going to have an increased accuracy by 5%. So 3 shots on an arm will go 10% to 15% to 20%. Then we do have occlusion countermeasures. Basically if something is hidden behind like a barrier, you will be able to shoot at it now, even though you previously would have a 0% chance, but with a lower percent chance. A recon visor, all guns that enemies are holding will be kind of targeted, similar to the recon visors in vanilla Fallout 4. And finally, situational awareness enhancer, temporary time slow effect while in aim mode, and it's actually going to cost 30 AP. So honestly, all that sounds pretty cool. I imagine each of these are going to be individual things you can craft and attach to the visor, similar to how it works with a lot of the other armor mods in Fallout 4. But either way, this is coming together really nicely, and honestly I just really like some of these improvements being made, as well as some of the added features and VFX that are going to be with this visor. It's not a fairly simple one, but one that I think some of you guys will like. We have the original kind of Avenger version of Captain America armor. So it's looking pretty cool. Obviously, it's not going to fit into Fallout 4 the best, but other armors that are from other kind of series or sci-fi armors have made their way into the game and are pretty widely adopted. So this one's going to be one of those. And again, I really like how this is the original Captain America armor, because that one definitely fits into the game a lot better than the more modernized ones you see in the newer Marvel movies. Either way, looking pretty good. This mod author also was working on some other armors, but I think I'm going to save those for another video. So we have one that's pretty interesting. This is going to be a pipe gun redesign. Basically, looking at this image, the top there, or at least on the left side, is going to show you the original pipe gun, while the bottom is going to show you the redesigned variant. This isn't so much as like a texture overhaul as an actual changing the components, trying to make the pipe gun look a little bit different and hopefully a little bit better. I don't know, I personally like it. I think this is a cool concept for a mod. I'm excited to see how he takes this with maybe some of the weapon attachments and other pipe variants, or even other guns in Fallout 4. Basically, this mod author did say he wants to make the pipe gun just look a little bit more realistic, like it actually was made by someone, and it looks pretty cool. It definitely is high quality. It's on par with what we have from Bethesda. I'm just worried that after installing this, you may not even be able to tell a difference. So hopefully you make some other changes to the gun so it definitely looks like you do have this mod installed. But either way, off to a great start. I really like what I'm seeing thus far. So last but not least, we have one that I know a lot of you guys are going to be pretty hyped for, and that's a new update to the Militarized Minutemen. Basically, this is adding in a bunch of armors and other things for the Minutemen, integrating into their level list so they look like a more proper military. So you have this nice overview picture just seeing some of the different customization options and different components of this mod. But jumping right into it, we actually see that a lot of this is being brought into the in-game world, and actually that's kind of the major part of this update. Before, we saw a lot of the renders and different images of what would be in this mod, but now we're actually seeing it in action. So first and foremost, we do have the patches here. Basically, there's going to be patches for basically all of the major factions, as well as a lot of different ranks. As you can see, the varying insignias on their arms there. The mod author does mention he's trying to include private to sergeant major, and hopefully this will actually be integrated into the level list, so higher or tougher Minutemen will have higher ranks. So we have a view of some of the different backpacks that will be with this, as well as those same patches on them. You can see them kind of in the middle there if you don't like instantly see it pop out at you, as well as it looks like these are actually going to have different modifications to them. This looks extremely similar to the backpack in Creation Club, which is pretty interesting, but regardless, I like the look of this. It looks very tactical, it looks very useful, and it makes a lot of sense for different Minutemen to having kind of different kitted out backpacks. And honestly, this backpack looks really good. I like this extra layer of customization. I imagine a lot of people will probably just use this as part of their other armor groupings. Then we also do have a look at some of the different helmets. This also has a lot of customization going on, ranging from pins, flowers, a bunch of different bullets on there, as well as goggles, and of course just the basic customization of the colors we can see here also, which all this is coming together to look really cool, and it seems like this mod's going to have a ton of customization. And one highly requested feature on one of the original images is actually for the vest to be an equipable item. So previously the vest was kind of tied into the BDUs or undergarments with it, but now as you can see with all these different armor types, the vest is a standalone item that is kind of an armor piece. This is cool. I know this is going to make this mod really popular, because even if you don't want to necessarily overhaul the Minutemen, you will be able to include this on your regular character with other armors. So we just have some other various hats and different kind of facial items and things like that. You can see some of these are masks, some of these are different hats, and honestly it all comes together to look really cool. As well as in the second image, we actually see a proper kind of Minutemen hat, as well as a few different sunglasses and some of the different balaclavas or masks they'll have around their necks, as well as some of them will actually be on them. All around, this is coming together to look extremely nice. The rest of the pictures are largely just kind of in-game screenshots of this mod in action, and honestly I'm just blown away by this. Originally it started out as something that would be cool, integrated into the level list of the Minutemen. I didn't have super high hopes, but it looks like this is actually turning into a fully fledged and proper kind of tactical armor mod with all the customizability you would really want from something like that. So yeah, again, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. As always, again, I thank you for watching. Hopefully you found this video enjoyable or informative, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.